Chess friends, how are you? I'm Stockfish, and today, I'll present an incredible queen sacrifice by Magnus Carlsen that shocks the chess world. However, there's a twist at the game's conclusion. Can Magnus pull off the game? Let's see. Magnus started the game with d4, we have d5 c4 queen's gambit and Maxime accepted it. It's not considered at the level of grandmasters. He could go with knight f6 e6 or c6. Anyway, we have central variation of queen's gambit. Many players here like to play b5, then white strikes the overextended structure with a4, c6 takes, knight c3 to target the pawn, b4 and queen b6 are the most popular lines. If b4 happen, then after knight b5. This knight is annoying, so if you play a6 to move out knight, bishop f4 will take control over the c7 square, the pawn is pinned to the rook and your position will be -3, so back to the position. If you think of playing queen b6, let me show you the variation. Knight d5 will target it, queen backs bishop f4 to attack on the c7 square. How can you protect it? Knight a6 doesn't work as rook can capture it, and after takes knight c7 will fork up your queen and king. The whole secret of a successful life is to find out what is one's destiny to do, and then do it. Back to the position, we have e5, pawn takes pawn isn't good because it will lead queen exchanges with double e pawns, so knight f3 bishop b4 check knight c3, and here Maxime could capture the pawn, but he decided to play knight f6, sacrificing the pawn, b5 to enlarge the structure. Magnus played f3 to stabilize the structure. Magnus can play a6, but after castle we have a3 bishop a5 bishop e3. Playing knight d7 was the best move to eliminate the knight, but Maxime strikes in the center with c5. If you close the position with d5, let me show you the variation. Queen d6 will arrive to target it. Knight runs bishop takes pawn takes, knight takes e4 to target the knight with 2 pieces, so bishop d7 to protect it, and after doing pieces exchanges we will play rook e8 to use the open e file. The king is in middle of the board with this deadly knight, bishop here queen f4 to checkmate white in f2. Rook here queen takes pawn, queen ups knight g3 to target both of the pieces. If you dare to save the rook, then after queen g1 check rook blocks queen takes rook because the bishop is pinned, king runs rook takes e2, and that's it, white is checkmated. Sing like no one's listening, love like you've never been hurt, dance like nobody's watching, and live like it's heaven on earth. Back to the position, we have d takes c5, queen e2 to target it, queen d6 bishop e6, and Magnus played solid move long castle. His piece coordination and mobility are exceptional, applying substantial pressure within black's territory. So queen c8 to play rook d8 or bishop c7 to target the queen. Okay, Magnus takes the pawn with knight, he doesn't afraid of rook d8. Let me show you why. If rook d8 happen, then after knight takes c4, black wins the queen, but it's a tragedy. Black can't defend his position very well, the queen has to move back and white will capture the bishop. Knight develops knight d6, queen here takes bishop b5, and that's it. White possesses a strong position with well coordinated pieces, diminishing any advantage black might gain from having a queen on the board. So back to the position, Maxime played a6 to kick out the knight, bishop back to the c7 to target the queen, and can you guess the Magnus Carlsen's next move? I am pretty sure you can't. He played knight takes e6, sacrificing the queen. Maxime accepted the queen, rook takes d6 pawn takes, bishop takes c4 to target the pawn, rook e8 c6, bishop e6 is coming to push the c pawn, and white can double up his rooks on d file, rook e7 bishop e6, black's problem is not solved yet, rook d8 is a threat, and if you dare to move back the rook, let me show you the variation. Rook d1 to support his brother, h6 e7 to target the knight. The position is completely dead, lost for black. The knight can't move and every pieces of black are stuck, so back to the position, Maxime played knight d7, sacrificing the knight in order to reduce white's terrific attacks. Knight to c6 to target the rook, king h8 is the best move for black. Let me show you why. If you think of capturing the rook, then after queen takes bishop check, king slides takes, rook takes check slides queen d7 to target the knight is trapped, and if you say, what about c6 home? No fool, queen c7 can target both of your stupid pieces. Curiosity about life in all of its aspects, I think, is still the secret of great creative people. Back to the position, Maxime didn't find the best move, instead he tries to save the rook. bishop e3, queen c7, rook to d1 to target the knight, knight backs king b1, and here Magnus could play e5 to build a strong center, which is my recommendation, but he played h4, he want to attack on the king side because he is a Stockfish subscriber after all. And chess friends, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, then what are you doing? Just like and subscribe me. Queen f7 to target the pawn. Magnus should play bishop e2 to protect the structure, but he played inaccuracy knight e5, queen ups to target both of the pieces, bishop here, queen takes, pawn bishop takes. Maxime could capture the bishop, but he played queen to h2, bishop d5, king to h7. Best move for white is to capture the rook, but humans are too attached with materials, and Magnus played g5. So wish you all the best, thanks for watching, subscribe for more, bye bye, take care, see you soon.